It was revealed this week that Fox News is under investigation by New York State's Department of Labor for possibly retaliating against female employees who bring up complaints, as well as engaging in discriminatory gender pay. And all of this, by the way, was brought to light by a former Fox News anchor who was pulled off the air last year, a woman by the name of Melissa Francis. Now, she was one of the co-hosts of the show Outnumbered. She also had a show on the Fox Business Network, and she became involved in a pay dispute with the network, alleging that she was getting paid less than her male counterparts, and that, of course, it was based on gender and nothing else. So that last year went to arbitration. No real resolution, I guess, came from that, and Francis has now said nothing's changed at the network. Nothing. And she's not just talking about the gender pay gap. She's talking about the entire culture of this network. And of course, now the New York State Department of Labor says, you know what? We need to look into this. Here's what we've known about Fox News for many, many years now. Obviously, they had to bring in a new chief a couple years ago, a woman this time, and she said, listen, we're going to change the culture. And this came, after, of course, multiple people at the network had sexual harassment allegations against them, sexual harassment lawsuits. The network was having to pay to settle all these things. So they got rid of a bunch of hosts who, of course, have found new homes on other right-wing networks now because apparently they just don't care. And so they bring in the new chief who says, we're going to change things. We're going to make this a safe place for women. They're not going to have to worry about being harassed. Everything is going to be equal. Everything's going to be totally cool. Melissa Francis said that never happened. And she's not the only one. Over the last couple of years, there have been multiple people from Fox News who have come out and said, nothing has changed at the network. Women are still targeted. Women are still victimized here. The culture didn't shift whatsoever. They just put a different face at the top of it and said, oh, because it's a woman running the network, everything's going to be cool for women, which pretty much is typical for Fox News, right? If a woman's doing something, obviously, that makes it okay, and it means there's no discrimination anywhere. No, they found someone who clearly is just as bad as the rest of them were, because that's what they were looking for to begin with. And that, of course, is just on the issue of discrimination in terms of retaliation and the harassment these women were receiving. Now, the discrimination in terms of pay disputes, this is a new one. And if the Department of Labor looks into this and finds out that the network is in fact engaging in this sexist pay scale, then they could face very serious consequences of this under New York State law. Again, right now, all we have is allegations, but the investigation will reveal all. And again, this is actually something that's kind of easy for the Department of Labor to do. You look at the roles of individuals. You can find out from human resources how much each of them are making. And if things don't add up, if the women doing the same job as the men are somehow getting paid less, fairly easy to figure out. And hopefully the Department of Labor will figure it out soon so that maybe women might be treated like human beings sometime in the future at Fox News.